What happens when the world's deadliest attack helicopters dominate the battlefield, from mountains to urban war zones? From the Apache to the Viper, this is the future of airborne firepower. To stay updated on the cutting-edge military tech driving this evolution, make sure to hit that subscribe button for the global Warwatch network. Over the last few decades, the skies have become incredibly hostile. The rapid proliferation of man-pads, man-portable air defense systems, means that low-flying aircraft face a constant threat from cheap, highly lethal shoulder-fired missiles. A single attack helicopter flying a lone wolf mission into contested airspace is now a highly vulnerable target. While autonomous drones are increasingly taking over traditional roles, human-crewed rotary aviation is evolving to manage these threats alongside unmanned systems. To survive this environment, the US military abandoned the idea of a universal helicopter that tries to do everything. Instead, they developed a specialized, complementary ecosystem where each aircraft is tailored for a specific role in a larger fleet. The US Army's AH-64E Apache is a heavy anti-armor specialist. Its primary doctrine involves using terrain masking, hovering safely behind hills or tree lines to identify and destroy enemy tank columns from behind cover. Up close, the Apache relies on its 30mm M230 chain gun. This weapon is unique for its look-to-kill capability. The gun is slaved to the pilot's helmet, allowing the crew to engage targets simply by looking at them. The Apache carries a massive payload for sustained engagements. It can be equipped with up to 16 Hellfire missiles, giving it the capacity to defeat heavy armor at standoff ranges exceeding 8 kilometers. Directing this firepower is the AN APG-78 Longbow radar, the distinct dome mounted above the main rotors. This system allows the crew to detect and classify up to 256 targets simultaneously across the battlespace. By combining these sensors with heavy ordnance, the Apache functions as the quarterback of the battlefield, dominating land warfare through superior situational awareness and firepower. While the Army focuses on heavy land armor, the U.S. Marine Corps has different requirements. The AH-1Z Viper is engineered specifically for the corrosive, space-constrained maritime environments of amphibious assault ships. Because it must launch from sea, the Viper trades the Apache's heavy armor for increased speed and agility, allowing it to respond rapidly to emerging threats. This agility supports a unique mission: air-to-air defense. By carrying AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles on its wingtips, the Viper can conduct its own escort missions and engage enemy aircraft without needing fixed-wing fighter support. Operating far from supply hubs also demands logistical efficiency. The Viper shares 84% of its components, including the engines, drivetrain, and rotor system, with the UH-1Y Venom utility helicopter. The Viper's maritime-optimized airframe and logistical self-sufficiency make it a highly capable strike platform for expeditionary operations. The UH-60 Blackhawk is typically the backbone of troop transport and logistics, used for air assaults, medical evacuations, and slinging heavy artillery into position. However, modular weapons kits can now convert these standard transport helicopters into precision strike gunships in just a few hours. A utility airframe can be reconfigured for offensive combat. These kits add 6 station weapons management suites, allowing the crew to fire Hellfire missiles, 70mm rockets, and mounted miniguns. This effectively turns a transport asset into a formidable assault vehicle. Modular kits allow militaries to scale their close air support capabilities instantly, avoiding the massive cost of purchasing and maintaining a separate fleet of dedicated attack helicopters. To survive modern air defense networks, pilots must stay further away from the danger zone. This is the goal of manned-unmanned teaming, which uses drones to extend a helicopter's reach. The next step in this evolution is the use of launched effects, small drones that are fired directly from the helicopter while it is in flight. These drones act as forward scouts, flying miles ahead of the aircraft to conduct deep reconnaissance, identify enemy radar emitters, or even carry out kinetic strikes, while the pilot remains masked behind terrain. Launched effects allow human pilots to manage the battle space from a safe distance, effectively neutralizing the threat posed by modern ground-to-air missiles. The days of a single helicopter acting alone are gone. Modern rotary aviation has shifted toward a highly networked, multi-domain fleet. Absolute dominance is achieved by combining the strengths of each platform: the heavy anti-armor focus of the Apache, the expeditionary agility of the Viper, and the modular flexibility of the Blackhawk. By integrating these specialized aircraft with autonomous launched effects, American airborne firepower projects extended reach and survivability for decades to come. Thank everyone for your time and participation. Please like, share, and subscribe to Global Warwatch Network. Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and join us on social media. The links are provided in the description.